guys, so let's do book 4 of Terry Goodkin's Sword of Truth series. Today we'll be talking about Temple of the Winds. And this was the last book I just finished. It's very good. It's one of my favorites. Before I get started even further, spoilers, because I want to talk about certain things inside of it, and I know a lot of the book. I just finished this one, so I don't want to tell like the whole plot ending, but I'm probably going to. So okay guys, so Temple of the Wind is the book. I'm just going to tell, like, I was going to tell the ending. Okay, like, this has got so many twists in it, but this was going to have you pulling your freaking hair out. Nadine is going to drive you crazy. You're going to want to, not only Nadine, but Caitlin. You're going to feel sorry for Caitlin, but you're also going to want to choke her really good, because she's going to let this girl get away with freaking murder. Like, alright. Oh my gosh. Like, Nadine she's so into Richard. Like, she wants Richard all for herself. And in a way, she gets him, and I'm not going to say much more, but it's Caitlin's fault because Caitlin gives her an opportunity. We also get to meet Richard's brother, and his brother Dreffin looks just like Dark and Raw, and he is... I'm not going to see, this is hard because this one has so many freaking twists, but it's a great book. It's about, I think, 800 and so pages. It's the end. It's going to have Richard and Caitlin getting married. And if you read the book, you kind of understand why I'm kind of smiling about that, because it's really good. This one, though, on a more serious note, is a plague book. I call a plague book. A plague book is when the author decides he's going to break a plague out in his book, literally. I don't really care for plague books because they usually deal with a lot of really violent stuff. Okay, like the last time I read a plague book was in, I think it's Briar Story, Circle of Magic, and that's when this mystical or regular human plague is going through and it's killing kids, and the skin goes bad, and it's really dark. And this has a plague in it, a really nasty plague started by magic because of Jagan, and it's killing people, it's killing kids, a lot of death carts, death wagons. It's a dark book. It's very dark, and you have to have a stomach for that. So if you're not a reader who enjoys, well, who enjoys a plague, but if you're not a reader who enjoys or has the patience, I should say the patience or the stomach for a plague that is really graphic and losing a lot of characters, then this is not the book for you. But I would still recommend it because it's a good book. And if you can get past all the death and the plague and the suffering, then you can enjoy the actual story, which is what I did. It's got tons of twists. What else? I remember the whole book, but I don't want to tell so many spoilers, because any little thing I can say is going to like give the whole thing away. So what's another thing? Oh, Jagan shows him his power. As a dream walker, he can go into people's minds, and he has this wizard that he like possesses, and Caitlin really messes up in this situation. Kara gets to show some of her skills, and both of them get kind of played. So that's pretty good. And see, this is major spoiler. We're going to lose one of the Mortsifs. It's not Kara, but it's, I just want to tell because it was really painful for me, because the plague hits. So like I said, it's one of those sort of books where characters get lost. As you know, Richard and Caitlin, of course, they're okay, but it's sad. And plague book is not something I really recommend for first time readers. So if you haven't read this series yet, I would definitely recommend reading 1, 2, and 3, and not reading this one until you read 1, 2, and 3, because this one won't make as much sense, and it'll be kind of really hard and dark and like, whoa, this is like, wasn't really ready for this, you know. But if you have finished this and read 1, 2, and 3 and really enjoyed it, then definitely read book 4. Temple of the Winds is great. It's some super emotional parts where Richard gets like, oh man, the way they play Caitlin, oh man. Like, Caitlin gets, she does something that's not so good. Richard kind of like gets totally pissed with Caitlin, and it's a really touching moment where Denna comes back from the dead and has a talk to Richard, and it's got a whole section. If you're a big Nathan fan, Nathan is the crazy prophet wizard. It's got a huge section with him flexing that power. And you basically find that he's not as crazy as people think he is. He's actually quite ingenious. And Zed also teaches Anne a few lessons as they travel through the wilds. And it's got some really good scenes, some really dark scenes. And it's definitely a book that I would recommend as long as you have the stomach for the plague. But yes, I tell you this, you're not going to be bored. You're definitely not going to be bored reading this book. And yeah, so in the comments, as we usually do, talk to me about this book. I really would definitely like to talk about it. If you want to know some personal spoilers, and you're like, you know what, I'm in the middle of this book, I really want to know what happens to this character, hey, you can write me. I don't mind giving them. I'm just not going to say it on the video because I don't want people to get mad at me. So, yeah. But like I say in all of my videos, I'm an author. Mine's the sci-fi fantasy book, and it's always available in the link below. So thank y'all guys for watching, and I will talk to you again hopefully on Monday with the Walking Dead review. Okay guys, bye.